This video will share with you how to collaborate using a document that was created in Google. I've created a sample document here called the Annual Potluck Dinner, which looks sort of like this, and I'd like to share it with others. So I'm going to go back to my drive, and yes, I could share from here, but I want to show it to you from the list of documents in my drive, because all I need to do is put a check mark next to it, click on the little share button up here, the little character with the plus sign, and you know that everything is stored in the cloud means I don't need to email that document back and forth to people. They can work on the same document that I'm working on as long as they have a Google account of their own doing it this way. So I'm going to click on the character here. I can add people's names down here, and if I do, they can have permissions to either edit or to comment on the document. But the thing, if I add them down here, that I may not want them to be able to do is that they would also be able to change permissions and add others, unless I click on the little button here that says change. So if I do not want them adding other people, I would click on that change button and then make sure that I have only the owner can change permissions, because it's defaulting to editors are allowed to add people and change permissions. So you would need to make that choice. Now there's another way that you could do this. If the file is very large, or if they do not have a Google account, it might be best if you copy this address up here, which is highlighted in blue, and then you can also decide to change from private. You have all these choices. It could be public on the web, but be careful because anyone can get to that document then. It could be only those who have a link. Again, it's still posted on the internet. Or you could choose to have it only be to people who are in the CCPS system. Only the people in the CCPS system who have a link, or only particular people. So you have some choices there. Now, if someone shares a file with me, I'm going to close this out and just look at the left side here. What I'm seeing right here is my whole drive. Everything that I have is in the My Drive section. If I click on something that's shared with me, and that person who shared that with me decides they don't want to share anymore, and they take it back, I would not be able to see it anymore. So what I may want to do with items that have been shared with me is to be able to keep them permanently by dragging and dropping them onto my drive. Or I could drag and drop them into a folder, because the person who shared it with me may decide to stop sharing. Maybe they're cleaning up their drive and they're getting rid of some of these documents. But if it's something I want to keep, I would definitely need to put it in the My Drive section. So I'm going to go back to the My Drive section here, and there's the item that I was going to share. And again, it's just a check mark here, and then you go to the plus sign to share. When you share a document with them, you'll know who's working on the document. It will let you know who is working on it, so you don't have to pass it back and forth. They can also leave comments. All they need to do is select the text that they want to comment on, and then right-click that text and choose Comment. It will appear on the right-hand side. So that's the easy way of sharing documents in Google. Great way to collaborate.